Today we're talking about 3 must-have anti-aging ingredients. Whether you're just starting your anti-aging skincare journey or you want to make sure your current regimen has the ingredients in it that you need to see change in your skin, this video is for you. I'm Ann, I'm 60, and I use these key ingredients in my skincare to see and feel younger looking skin. Think of your skincare like a cake recipe. So for a cake, there's 4 ingredients, but each is key. You have to have those 4 ingredients if you're going to see a decent looking cake. If you really don't know what to include in the recipe and you just put things in the bowl that you think are going to work, 1, you end up spending money on ingredients, but you don't really know the right ingredients. And 2, you spend your time and energy doing all the things to make the cake and cooking the cake and going to the store and all of that, but you don't end up with what you wanted. The outcome isn't what you want. On the other hand, if you know the 4 ingredients you need to bake a cake, flour, eggs, sugar, and butter, and you use those ingredients to make your cake, you can be confident that you're going to end up with a cake that tastes good and looks like you want it to be. So just like baking a cake, it's important to note the must-have ingredients of a skincare regimen. It's like a skincare recipe to get the outcome that you want. Healthier, younger looking skin. So the 3 key ingredients, the 3 must-have ingredients in an anti-aging skincare regimen, it's as easy as learning your ABCs because these are actually the 3 ingredients you need. Vitamins A, B, and C in a topical. Some sort of cream, mask, toner, oil. Vitamin A are made up of a class called retinoids. It works on the epidermis, the top layer of the skin, and also the dermis. It's a deeper layer. Stimulates collagen production, promotes the shedding of those old skin cells, which can really make your skin look dull. And when you have old skin cells sitting on your skin, it can create a lot of texture too, so dullness and texture. When it stimulates that cell turnover, it ends up that you have smoother, fresher, healthier looking skin. It's also great for skin pigmentations, the tone of your skin, the hyperpigmentation, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, helps skin be thicker, so it has a little bit more plump to it. It helps stimulate new collagen and elastin, and those are great. Those are the building blocks of youthful skin. So there are 3 states of vitamin A. From least to most potent, we have retinol, retinal, and retinoic acid. I'm going to start with the least potent. That is not to say these are not effective. Every one of them is very effective if you use them like they're meant to be used. So consistency is key, and because retinoids can agitate the skin, it can cause you to peel, it can cause a little redness, it can cause your skin to feel tight. You don't want any of that. If you're just starting and you want to start and feel like you're getting some benefit as you onboard your vitamin A, you want to start as least potent. Make sure you can do it, make sure you're sticking with it, and then you can go on up. So retinol is going to be the first, the entry level to your vitamin A journey. Retinaldehyde is the next step up, and that is what I use on my neck and my chest. That would be your second step up, and you would use it all over. And then the third step could be your retinoic acid, tretinoin. You can start with a retinoic acid. They have lots of different strengths. Your doctor or whoever prescribes it for you, there are different subscription services, I think Agency is one of them, where you can use it and work with a doctor who will help you onboard to a vitamin A in your regimen. That's vitamin A. Vitamin B, which is niacinamide. It can help with skin discoloration, it can help brighten your skin, and it increases the production of ceramides, which help with your skin barrier. And when you have a healthier skin barrier, it prevents water loss, moisture loss in your skin. So it helps your skin look hydrated and less dry. And when you have a healthy skin barrier, you are better protected against environmental stressors, which hear about free radicals. They kind of go in and break down the integrity of your cells, which is kind of another thing that works against us in aging. Okay, the third thing is vitamin C. L-ascorbic acid is another antioxidant like niacinamide, so that's important to have because when you have those antioxidants, it works at the cellular level to restore your skin cell health. It helps stimulate collagen, and it also decreases melanocyte production, so it helps with sunspots, helps with dark spots, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, and it can also help with the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Referencing the Cleveland Clinic, and I'm going to read this, it says, vitamin C helps you build collagen, which is a protein that provides structure, support, and strength to your skin. So we all know this, but it says your body naturally produces less collagen as you age, which contributes to crepey, saggy, and wrinkled skin. So anything you can do at any age to increase the production of collagen is key. The most important thing is using each of these vitamins, A, B, and C, in a topical or a serum or something like that on your skin every day. If you do that within 3 months, you're going to see results. And what I recommend is you take pictures of yourself on day 1. I have a habit tracker. If you want to grab it, track your results. Put down, every day that you're going to do it as a reminder to yourself, as a cue, as a visual cue to say, okay, I've told myself I'm going to do this for 90 days. Take your pictures, take them at 30 days, take them at 60 days, take them at 90 days. You will be so surprised at the results you see. And it is a wonderful way to stay on track and also reinforce that this habit is a good one because you're seeing results. Getting back to the analogy of cake baking, if you decide to do a little something extra to give your cake that extra boost, skincare is like that too. And I want to share 2 more ingredients that if you were to add anything else to your skincare at this point, these are the 2 I would add. So the first is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant, which means it attracts moisture to your skin and it gives the appearance of plumpness. Think of your skin like a sponge. If a sponge is dry, it's kind of flattened and the pores are bigger, its texture is rougher, but the moment you add water to that sponge, it inflates, it plumps up, the sponge holes get smaller, and it's very pliable. Your skin is kind of like that. And so if you can provide moisture to your skin, it's going to help you look plumper and feel plumper, because it helps your face retain that moisture and just really juice it up. And it really improves the look of your skin. There are so many different hyaluronic acids, and I will touch on this in my next video. That reminds me, if you haven't subscribed, click the notification bell and you'll see that next video coming out soon. This is just a little series, a little mini series on having the 3 must-have ingredients, and the next one is choosing the products, and the third one will be how to incorporate them into a regimen that works for you so that you see results in 90 days. Probably before, but definitely in 90 days. The 5th ingredient, if I were to add ABC, if I were to add 2 ingredients, one would be hyaluronic acid, and the next one would be peptides. These are short amino acid chains. These tiny chains of proteins help repair your damaged skin cells, and they signal change at the molecular level. So because peptides help boost collagen and the production of elastin, it helps with skin firming and strengthening, which is what gives your skin that lift instead of that sag. So if you want to focus on your skincare, A, B, and C, so easy, so fast. Are you ready to do something like this for your skin? Because if you do, it's really going to pay off. Today, we are talking about anti-aging skincare products. There are so many products to choose from. When I was navigating skincare, as I was kind of starting to buy anti-aging products, I guess I was around 50, looking back on what would I have liked to know? What would have made this easier for me had I known this 10 years ago? So if you're a woman over 50 like me, whether you are just starting out on your anti-aging skincare journey, or you have a routine and you want to really know, am I using the products to see results? This video is for you. Hi there, I'm Ann. Welcome to AnnEvolving. So what I'm sharing with you today is part 2 of a 3-part mini-series. The first part, we talked about the ingredients you need to have in your anti-aging regimen if you want to see results. There's so many ingredients out there. It's kind of hard to know, where do I start? What do I really need to see change in my skin? If you had to do anything starting out, whether you're 30, 40, 50, what have you, I would do vitamins A, B, C, and add in that hyaluronic acid. And if you really want to start rebuilding that collagen and elastin, add in the peptides. So those are the ingredients that we're looking for. But how do you even navigate all the online products, all the products in the store? I can't tell you how many shopping baskets I have abandoned on my computer. Have you ever done that, where you're in a site and you just add to the cart because you think, okay, this is going to work, and then I'll do it with this, and you put it in the cart, and then you're like, wow, I don't really know if that's what I need. And so you come back the next day and you start going down another rabbit hole with another site, and you end up buying nothing. Or you buy stuff and you're like, I really don't know if this is going to work. The other thing I want to say is, just because you're older does not mean you need to spend more on the products. If the products have these ingredients in them, it doesn't mean you have to buy more of a certain thing or a more expensive certain thing. That's just a marketing gimmick. So as long as you know what to look for, and that's what we're going to talk about, you're going to be good to go. If you want to buy something elegant, I have a couple of brands that I really enjoy, and I do include them in my regimen because I like the experience of it. That's a preference. That is not a requirement. In today's video, we're just going to keep it simple. I'm going to give you options that will work for you, and if you follow the regimen, if you do what they say on the label and you put these things together, you will see younger looking skin in 90 days. You absolutely will. So first, I'm going to go through each ingredient and kind of share with you what product I would choose for each. And then I'm going to give you a few options if you decided to go by brand and bundle products from that brand. And so that way, if you want to go to one website, or it's easier for you to shop on Amazon, what have you, I'm going to give you those options. I do want to disclaim that I'm not a professional. As I said, I am just an ordinary woman, and I am navigating what products I buy, and I'm sharing that with you for information or entertainment. But you always should check with your own dermatologist or a skincare professional. I want you to notice that all the products I'm choosing are serums, and that's because serums tend to penetrate more deeply. All right. Vitamin A, we're finally starting. Thanks for sticking with me. I promise this is going to be so helpful. So vitamin A, that is the class of retinoids that we talked about. You want to check with your doctor before you do a vitamin A. Take a minute before you start any skincare that has actives in it, ingredients like retinoids like that, because you want to be very careful. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, and when you put something on your face, it could have effects internally as well. All retinoids must convert to retinoic acid on the skin for your skin to reap the benefits from the ingredient. In this plan, we're going to start with the lowest formulation, which is retinol. It may be the least potent, but that doesn't mean it's not effective. It's the entry level to using retinoids. This website, verywellhealth.com, tested and ranked the top retinol creams, serums, and moisturizers backed by 12 weeks of testing. Their number one pick was an encapsulated retinol at a cost of $89 from a brand called Shani Darden. I think that's really expensive, so I did some searching. I wanted to find a product that had encapsulated retinol, and I wanted to learn more about it. So I visited skincare.com, and the board-certified dermatologist Dr. Megan Feely explained the benefit of encapsulated retinol, which is to increase the stability of retinol, enabling it to penetrate more deeply into the skin while mitigating the potential side effects. And then I noticed she also had her top recommendation for an encapsulated retinol, and get this, it's $15. Her top suggestion is the CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum. That is the retinol that we're going to put on our list to start with. Now, moving on to the vitamin B. B3 niacinamide is the one we're going to go with. I've used the ordinary niacinamide 10%. It has 1% zinc, and it is $6. I like it. The formula is nice and the cost is super. As I learned more about skincare, I have opted for a higher price item in this category. I have been using Dermatology's Needleless Serum. It is one serum with 3 of the must-have ingredients. It has niacinamide, which is the B3. It has hyaluronic acid, and it has peptides. And it has ceramides and a copper complex and a vitamin B5. It's $69. If you do choose a product like that, you can go on an auto replenish, and I think they last me about 3 to 4 months a bottle. And you save 20%, so then it becomes $55 per bottle. So if you are just starting out, I might go the option that I took initially, which was the ordinary, because you want to make sure that these ingredients, as you add them in, aren't giving you any problems. But if you already are onboarded to skincare, I do recommend the Dermatology Needleless Serum. Vitamin C is the next one, and this one can cause some irritation. And that's because you want to get one that has the L-ascorbic acid in it. There are different types of vitamin C, but you want the one with L-ascorbic acid. And I recommend starting with a 10%, no more than a 15%. I want to say I started with Dermatology because I was already using their Needleless Serum. So I bought their vitamin C, E, and ferulic acid. It smelled like hot dog water and I didn't really like it, but it was how I was getting my vitamin C at the time. And it was $69. So I was already using the Needleless Serum for $69. This was $69. And doing that, I was kind of getting everything in those 2 products. So that's what I did for a while. Then I wanted to, and it was a 15% vitamin C. Then I saw the Timeless formulation and I tried that and I really liked it, but it started to bother my neck. It was 20%. That I think it now has a 10% formulation. So you could certainly try that. And it sounds like a very reasonable option. It does not smell like hot dog water. So if I had to choose one and you're just starting, I think that Timeless option is a great one because it's a very good price point. The next 2 ingredients that we're talking about is the hyaluronic acid and the peptides. So in the past few years, I know hyaluronic acid is so popular. You see it in face wash, you see it in moisturizers, serums, creams, oils. But again, I want to use this serum. We're choosing a high molecular weight and a low molecular weight hyaluronic acid formulation, and we want it in a serum. The ordinary hyaluronic acid is a great one. It's $9.90. It has 5 forms of hyaluronic acid, helps provide hydration to multiple layers of the skin, low, medium, and high molecular weight molecules. And like I said, I use the Needleless Serum because it has the different molecular weight of the hyaluronic acid that I enjoy, and that's how I get my vitamin B and peptides as well. Now, peptides. I love the ordinary copper peptides. I've used that before and I really recommend it. It has an ingredient matrixyl in it. It has copper peptides in it. 2 great ingredients. Because this serum contains direct copper peptides, it targets signs of aging that are typically associated with oxidative stress, resulting in radiant, healthier looking skin. One that I haven't tried is the Inky List Collagen Peptide Serum. It has Matrixyl 3000. It costs $15, which is incredible. In fact, I think I might try this. The difference is this one does not have copper peptides. But again, that could be good. If you're just starting out, why complicate the formulation? So again, I would start with the vitamin A I would buy would be the CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum for $15. The vitamin B I would start with the ordinary niacinamide 10% plus zinc, and that's $6. The vitamin C I would start with is the Timeless 10% vitamin C L-ascorbic acid. I would probably get the hyaluronic acid from the ordinary since I'm already getting their niacinamide. Just put 2 things in the cart. I recommend starting with the Inky List Collagen Peptide Serum without the copper peptides just to see how it does. If you want to bundle and shop by brand this is what I would do. From the ordinary, you would buy the retinol, the niacinamide, and the hyaluronic acid and peptides. You would have to add in your vitamin C, and so that's where you'd probably want to look at the Inky List or Timeless and choose one of those products for that. The other brand you can consider is the Inky List. I've not purchased from the Inky List. I have looked at the individual products and I have confirmed that the ingredients that they have in them are comparable to other products that I know work. So if you want to go to the Inky List and buy a bundle there, you can get all 5 products from that line in one basket. So for that, you would get the retinol, the niacinamide, the vitamin C, the hyaluronic acid, and the peptides. 5 products, it's $56.95. This is kind of a picture of that bundle, and I'll put a list for that if you want to shop with the Inky List. For me, bundling something when I can find everything I need on one website, whether it's Amazon or Inky List or The Ordinary or what have you, I like being able to do that because then it saves me from doing that thing I do, which is hopping around to a lot of websites, starting to build out shopping carts. I get so overwhelmed and confused. Anyway, like I said, when I started this, it was very confusing and I heard so many different opinions. You know, if you're shopping for a retinoid or a vitamin C or any of those things, it's hard to understand what are the differences, what do I need, how do I use it so that I really can know that the product I'm getting is going to give me the results that I want. So based on my experience, I can tell you now, having gone through so many of these products and ingredients, I've learned to kind of discern what to look for. And so this is what I would tell myself if I were just starting. So I hope it's helpful to you. If you have any questions, I encourage you to leave them down below. This is part 3 in Younger Skin in 90 Days. Building a regimen of products so that you can see real change in your skin. We've talked about the ingredients you need, we've talked about the products you need, and now we're bringing everything together in one regimen. I guarantee if you target these ingredients in products and you put them into a regimen, you will have younger looking skin in 90 days. You will feel the difference and you will see a difference at any age. Stay tuned. So a quick circle back on the first 2 videos in this series. The most important thing is to know the right ingredients, which we have identified as vitamins A, B, and C. And we really want them in a serum. You want to do them every day. And you want to do them in the order that they need to happen. And you want to build a regimen so that it becomes a habit for you. Because if you don't do it every day, you're not going to get the results. So we talked about the products and how to choose them in the last video. In this video, I have selected 2 different regimens, 2 different skincare lines, and we will walk through those and then we will build a regimen so that you can begin your skincare journey. For women who are looking for how do I start skincare, what are the ingredients that help, what are the products that I need, how do you set up a regimen, that's really what this is about. It's education, but it's based on things I've learned. So you want to make sure that you check with your dermatologist. And if you have anything that you're doing and you're seeing problems with it or it's causing you agitation, just stop. If you decide to proceed on this journey for younger looking skin in 90 days, I recommend that you go ahead and the first thing you do is take a picture. Take a picture of you today and then mark your calendar 30, 60, 90 days. That is the way that you truly are going to be able to see and measure your success and also to determine if the products that you've chosen are working as well as you want them to. You don't have to show anybody these pictures, they're for you. But just like with anything else, it really will help you see what's changing and what's not. And then as we look at your progress tracker, you'll be able to see, are these things changing or not changing because I'm doing it, or I've missed some days, or I'm not doing it as prescribed. So all of that we're going to cover in this video. If this is your first time building a regimen and you only want to do it once a day, that's fine. But as a 60-year-old, almost 61-year-old, I do have a morning and evening regimen. I've built and rebuilt this regimen according to the things that I'm focusing on with my skincare, whether I'm dry in the winter or my skin is feeling more textured, or I want to now really focus on improving collagen and elastin. And I really didn't know those things when I was 50. Having those ideas and that plan for you is very important. We're going to use vitamin A, B, and C, and I'm going to offer you the opportunity to build in the hyaluronic acid and the peptides, because I do believe if you added in 2 other products, those would be the ones I recommend. Those are the ones that I enjoy, and those are the ones that are really going to give me a lot of bang for my buck over time. So I did 2 things. I bought everything from the Inky list that you would need in the regimen if you wanted to go with a less expensive option. I think I bought all of this for $54. What I wanted to do was to show you that you can buy everything from one product line at a reasonable cost if you want to get started. The products that I use are these. All these little bottles and vials. So really, this is a little bit higher end. I have put them on subscription so that I can get these every 4 months. And by doing that, I enjoy quite a discount. And that's not because I'm on YouTube. Anybody can. So I will leave links for all of these things down below. If you use my codes, it doesn't add cost to your bundle or anything like that. I'm going to open these products just so you can see what they are. Okay, so we have the vitamin A. This is the retinol serum. This is B3 niacinamide serum. The vitamin C, and this has E, G, and F in it as well. And I'll tell you right now, if you've never had a vitamin C with E, G, and F in it, it can smell funny. It can smell a little hot doggy. Okay, so that's vitamin A, B, C, and then the hyaluronic acid, which is what you add in as the humectant to keep that moisture in your skin. And finally, here's the peptide serum. All right, so we've gone through the Inky list, and now I'm going to show you my Maylove Dermatology regimen. First of all, when you do your retinol, again, this is at night only. So you can just put that, and you can also put this one aside. Like if you get your retinol, if you get your vitamin A, that's at night. So just put that aside. But morning and night, these are the things you want to do. So that's A. You have B here. So this needleless serum also has hyaluronic acid and peptides and all kind of things like that. But this is the one I use. And vitamin C, I use the Glow Maker. And I love this because, like I said, it's an antioxidant serum. It is your vitamin C. And then you have your collagen peptide serum, and this is twice a day. I think that gets it as far as the 2 regimens. So again, you want to do everything. You want to do your vitamin B, your vitamin C, your hyaluronic acid, and your collagen peptides morning and night. And you want to do your vitamin A at night only. How are you going to layer these products? I'm going to start with the Inky list, and then I'm going to go to the Maylove Dermatology combo. Basically, you always start with lightest to thicker or heavier. It's very hard to tell which of these is lighter and heavier sometimes. So I just went to their website because I know the order I do them in, but I wanted to make sure that I recommend that correct order for you. Basically, you're going to start with your vitamin C serum first. It is a lightweight serum. You want that to be the first thing on your skin. Next, you want to do your niacinamide, which is your vitamin B. I use the Dermatology Needleless Serum that also has hyaluronic acid in it. So for me, I'm getting both steps in that one product. For the Inky list, you're going to do your vitamin B and then your hyaluronic acid. And then the third thing, or fourth thing, if you're doing the Inky list, is you're going to do your peptide serum. I would set them up on my vanity, and I would recommend you do the same, or by your sink, or wherever it is that you plan to do your skincare. And you can write with a marker, this is your vitamin A, so that's at night. I'm gonna put it aside. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put them in the order that you're gonna use them. You don't even have to remember what it is you're doing because you've already figured out These products have what you need to have younger looking skin in 90 days. So you really don't need to remember what's what. You just need to know what order to put them in. So that's what you're going to do next. Just do them in order. You pat them on, you let it stay, and you wait a minute. Then you do the next one. I know it tells me to wait a minute. I don't always do that. I fan mine in with a card, and I think the point is just to get it to absorb and dry, and so that speeds up the process for me. So there's a tip if it helps. So you do this in the morning and you do this at night. And then after you do all of this, come in at nighttime and you add your vitamin A. I use the Maylove. This is the one I use at night. It is a retinaldehyde. So it works beautifully and doesn't cause me irritation on my face, my neck, or my chest. I put it in my hands and I could just go over all the places. It's like that power punch that I know my skin needs. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to help you create your habit tracker for these products. Here's a picture of the habit tracker, and you can go to my website at AnnEvolving.com and you can just download a template for it. Basically, you're looking to check it off in the morning and night, and then you can kind of visually see, did I do what I needed to do to see the results? That's what helps me build a habit, and that's what helps me measure whether or not the steps that I'm doing are really making a difference. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to, or if I'm cutting corners, all those things. This habit tracker is something that I have on my website at AnnEvolving.com, and it's a free download thing. If I know I need my vitamin A, B, and C every day, my topicals, Retin A, my niacinamide, and my vitamin C, my 2 liters of water, and different things like that. I'm putting down the products that I've decided or determined are going to get me there, the things that I'm going to do. These are how I am creating the habit. So this is when I'm building the habit. Once I've built the habit, you don't need this necessarily. So my tretinoin isn't on here anymore because I know that that's part of my nighttime routine now. And the reason I think this is so incredibly helpful is if you put down on here, again, there's another step, but if you put down on here the things you want to do and you realize and you decide how often you have to do them, if you want to, say, track hyperpigmentation and you want to incorporate a niacinamide into your regimen and a retinaldehyde or something like that, things that are going to address hyperpigmentation on your skin, then by just reading the label and seeing what it is that the product delivers, if you do it this way, if you know that you're going to have to do it every day, highlight the blocks. So for example, if I know I want to use my lash serum every day, and that by using it every day is going to be, that's what they're recommending, I can go ahead and put each of these yellow, highlight them yellow. That's a visual cue to me to say, you need to use this every day. The yellow highlight tells you what you need to do for the efficacy of what you're using. Since I've been doing these things for a while, I know. But if you're starting and you want to do that, it helps me a lot in the beginning of a new product because I don't want to read the label every time. And I will forget, was this in the morning? Am I supposed to do this in the morning? Am I supposed to do it at night? Am I supposed to do it every day? Am I supposed to do it twice a week? So when you're just starting out using the habit tracker, if you use it, that is a good way to start by putting the yellow dot, yellowing in, coloring in the squares to show you, and for me, it's glasses. I don't want to have to put on my glasses when I'm sitting in front of the makeup table or when I'm doing my skincare. I don't have, to worry about my glasses. I look down, I see yellow, I check it off. So that is the benefit of this.